Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are, remember you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY. Today, episode number 164. What do you have with the mini coach today? But first of all, we're not going to talk about the preview game between the St. Louis Blues and Montreal Canadiens, but I'm going to talk about Martin Saint-Louis, why he praised Mike Hoffman, and why he praised Christian DVORAK. I'm going to teach you about different analytic number by different method they use. So let's go back at school and let's teaching you how this works. So let's dive in and talking about the first subject of the day. So the first subject of the day, guys, is Martin Saint-Louis. All the decision he takes, they are coming from analytic. Some we don't know exactly what the Montreal Canadiens are looking for, with the Christian Boucher is in charge about all the analytic for the Montreal Canadiens. I know it's from analytic number. I can prove to you why Martin Saint-Louis takes some kind of decision where it's not very popular from the hockey fans. First of all, let's diving and go back to the school. This is the board I'm going to apply what I'm trying to teaching you today. First of all, the Corsi for percentage. What is a Corsi for percentage? First of all, is all the shot attempts and the direction on the net, and all the shot against when you are on the ice. Example, if you shot 7 times and direction on the net, and then you have 3 others again you line when you are on the ice, the total of the both is 10 minus the 1 against. They equal 70% the result of the Corsi for percentage. This is one area where the analytics are looking for. And let's dive in. Who are the best for the Montreal Canadiens on top 5? Here we go. The top 5 are 5 versus 5 for shot sharing. It's Jonathan Kovacevic, 59.1. We have Sean Monahan, 57.7. Oh, Mike Hoffman, 57.5, and Kirby Dak following by ABBREVIATIONS. Pretty amazing, and Jacky is there. So what is the reason it's so important? When you shoot the puck, you can create some opportunities. That's the reason you're looking for the best player when they are on the ice. Look like they are more advantage when Kovacevic is on the ice. They get less shot on the ice. That's the reason why Mike Hoffman have a good top stat so far on this department. Let's move on now, guys, for the next information. That's the reason I would say to you, possibly Mike Hoffman is on the first line. I'm going to go a little bit deeper and show to you why Mike Hoffman is the reason is on the first line with the Montreal Canadiens. The next one I want to talk about is the high danger shot and slot. It's called the high danger chance 4. That's another abbreviation percentage. Who are the one have a better chance top 5 for the Montreal Canadiens? Oh, Mike Hoffman, 54.8, followed by Kirby Dak. Juraj Slavkovsky guy is number 3. Slavkovsky guys on the analytics have a good number for the Montreal Canadiens as the top forward, followed by Chris Whiteman and ABBREVIATIONS. Second time, Jacky is at the top 5. So what is this? They have a good shot on the from the house, or it's called on the slot, and that's called the high danger course 4. That's the second analytic of what I tried to teaching you today. Here's the number one I want to talk about is the X goal for percentage. What is it? But it's a statistic based on the shot, but those shots have been weight for shot quality, including factors such as the type of the shot, the location, whether the shot was taken on the rush or even on a rebound. That's the what we qualify a X goal for percentage. Who are the top 5 for the Montreal Canadiens? First of all, it's all about 5 versus 5, so it's all about even strength. Kirby Dak, again, 58.3. Mike Hoffman, oh, Mike Hoffman again. Yes, he is. Following by Jonathan Kovacevic, that enough. Oh, Jordan Harris, following by Juraj Slavkovsky, again, is the number 6. What you want to pay attention on this graphic, first of all, Kovacevic and Harris have a good pairing defenseman on the percentage of X goal and, of course, on the shooting, so on the Corsi 4. Secondly, Mike Hoffman is create a lot of great percentage of goal for, like that enough. Whatsoever, they don't have a lot of goal. They provoke a lot of opportunities by the way they play for the Montreal Canadiens. It's something people don't really pay attention to. The purpose behind what I try to teaching you today, guys, is a little bit more about the analytics, but of course, understand why the reason the decision Martin St. Louis out there are coming from. I'm sure they have some other analytics from the intern we don't know. I just give you an abbreviation of what I saw from different website online. Please leave me a comments. Tell me what you think about my little cool moment of the day under the Habs Daily News. I would love to hear from you. And let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject of the day, guys, I want to give you a little bit more information about Martin St. Louis culture. Maybe you won't understand things maybe you cannot see during the game because it's not something very flashy. First of all, Martin St. Louis, he talk about always the process over the result, the development over the result. So what he talking about? He want to teaching each skate make the player better. Whatsoever they have goal, assist, or point, it's not always there. That's the way he develop or he works with the young players. But what about the veterans? Same thing. He does not really care about the result. He wants the players become better. That's one reason I said a little bit earlier. The analytic number helping Martin St. Louis take some different decision on different line he applied during the last game against the Buffalo Sabres. Let's move on talking about a specific players where a lot of time people criticize these players and maybe it's not deserve it. It's Christian DVORAK. From the outside, because you have only 1 point, people are really hard on him because they got traded for the first round pick the time with Kokanemi. And I can go deeper with that direction. We know last season when he got traded to Montreal Canadiens, the first 20 game of the last season, it was really difficult for him. Then he got hurt. He missed a bunch of the game. He come back for the rest of the season with 21 game and he got 17 points during that span of the game he played for the Montreal Canadiens. Pretty good. But that's not what Martin St. Louis is really focused because Martin St. Louis said process over result, development over results. So Christian DVORAK, guys, I want to talk a little bit more. First of all, during his first 8 games, he has only 1.1 assists. Many of you said disappointment, but here's what the people talk about. Martin St. Louis said he's not best players. What? He is from the eyes of Martin St. Louis because he does the little things in the game. What are you talking about? He does the things what nobody pay attention during the game because he's not flashy. He paid the price, but other players get reward for what DVORAK does on the ice on different situation. Let's go a little bit more deeper. First of all, he played a role in a power play where you're not recognized because you're only focusing on Suzuki, Whiteman, Caulfield. He's a guy in front of the net. He's a guy who got a bumper. He helped a lot of other players during the power play. Secondly, every time they have a face-off on the defensive zone on the PK, he's always the first one. He's always there. Thirdly, he's the first forward on analytic on the forechecking against the opponent defenseman on the offensive zone. And finally, he's the first players on the face-off from the Montreal Canadiens with the best percentage. And last season, he was the top 10 in NHL on the face-off average during the season 2021-2022. This is who is Christian DVORAK. We're not done yet, guys. I'm just starting to talk about him. Let's see a little bit more deeper about Christian DVORAK coming from his teammate, from the coach, what they are thinking about him. First of all, Christian DVORAK. Let's go back versus the game against Buffalo Sabres. I'm sure you did not pay attention. One time, David Savard pinched in the offensive zone. He got beat. So the guy for the defenseman passed the puck to his teammate in the neutral zone as a forward. If he get the puck, it's going to become a 2 versus 1 because Savard is gone. DVORAK, he read the play before this happening, is intercept the pass. Nowhere. Know how you can find those play, said, wow, this is an amazing, great play. But for the people, for the coaches, for the video coach, for the analytic, this is really important. This is one asset. Christian DVORAK is very good because he can read and anticipate the play a lot. That's bring to you guys is during the goal when Gallagher scored against Buffalo. He was the first one beat the defenseman from the Buffalo Sabres to wave the I seen when the Montreal Canadiens dumped the puck in. Because he did that, he recognized the play. He got the puck, passed to Gallagher, and Gallagher score. He have one pass on that one, but that's not show, honestly, what he did prior the goal, because you only see the goal of Gallagher. The second thing, he was involved on the goal to Anderson for the goal-winning game. What you talk about? He was screening the goalie twice. The first time when Anderson shot the puck, when Owen Power passed the puck with his hands to David Savard, Anderson shot again. What happening? A goal from Anderson. DVORAK was screening the goaltender Comrie, but you have no assist on that one. But this is a play where the coach for the Montreal Canadiens are really important and reward Christian DVORAK about his implications during that play. So Martin Saint-Louis talk about is so much great on the awareness. What you talk about, coach? What is awareness in hockey? It's to understand both sides of the puck, on the offensive side and on the defensive zone coverage. It's a 200 feet game. That's simple. And Martin St. Louis, during off summer, he explained and talked a lot about play the right way. Play your game on the 200 feet game. And this is about play on the both sides of the game. And this Christian DVORAK is maybe one of the best for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not done yet, because Gallagher talk about Christian DVORAK. He said, look, he does the thing are not flashy. Pass in the small area between skate or stick. He want to win. He does not play for his point, but he want to be a great 200 hockey player, both sides of the ice. This is coming from his teammate with the little thing he accomplished game after game. This what is a great important to understand the job of Christian DVORAK. And let's finish it with my thinking about Christian DVORAK. DVORAK seems to be one of those guys that does those things. The little action that help advance the puck or get the puck back. The play before the play that lead to the goal. So this is really important to understand what DVORAK does for the Montreal Canadiens. When we talk about play on the both sides of the game, that's what he does. He played the little things on offensive zone and he recovered the puck on defensive zone. It's not easy to get excited about the DVORAK game from the outside, from the fans, but from the inside, talking about his teammate, he is extremely appreciated. That's what I comment this from Gallagher, Josh Anderson, and Nick Suzuki during I read this article. So my point to you guys, it's another player we don't, honestly, people are maybe hard and we don't see things he accomplished. That's bring to Mike Hoffman on the subject earlier, where the people is complaining he think he does not a good thing. But Hoffman is a smart hockey player. He can read the play and he can anticipate and he helping other teammates right now to have better performance. I know, I understand he has 0 goal. I understand he pay to score a goal. We have only 1 goal, I apologize. But at the end of the day, it's not flashy what he does, but the analytic number show exactly what Mike Hoffman does right now for the Montreal Canadiens. And do you know which players for the Montreal Canadiens have the less goal again on the ice? Yep, Mike Hoffman. Unbelievable. And I know he's not supposed to be good on the defensive zone coverage, but again, he's a player we don't recognize enough. But Martin Saint-Louis, with the analytic department, with what he accomplished, Mike Hoffman so far on paperwork, he brings something like nobody can do. And to be sure, Nick Ski, one with Cole Caulfield, when they play together with Sean Monahan or Josh Anderson, their core C are not extremely good. With Mike Hoffman, only 1 game with Buffalo Sabre. On those fan analytic department, Caulfield and Ski was better with Mike Hoffman. Again, I'm just give you what I learned and what I saw and what I read. This guy complete all the subject I have for you today for the App Daily News. Here we go, guys. This complete this episode. We know Montreal Canadiens play tonight against the St. Louis Blues. I did not do a preview game. I only know Jake Allen play again Bennington. We know Montreal is 4-4. St. Louis is 3-3 since the beginning of the season. And again, I apologize. I want to focus on different subject today. Hopefully you enjoy it. I would love to hear from you. And finally, I want to remind you, please, sharing this video, click on the likes and leave me a comments. If you know you have greatness inside of you, and I wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.